And hello there again, RosterWatch Nation and your friendly neighbor Trash Man. And today I'm going to be talking about NFC rookies who are going to make an immediate impact in fantasy. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I have Ronald Moore of the Cardinals. Yes, Moore is joining a wide receiving core with the likes of DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, and Christian Kirk in Arizona. But Green, as was evident from the last season, is a shadow of his former self, and the powerful Moore had the highest spark rating in the country and displayed it on the field. 71% of his yards came after the catch. Arizona quarterback Kyler Murray likes to get the ball to his receivers and let them create, and Moore is a perfect fit for that kind of offense. So don't be afraid to draft him in the later rounds of your redraft leagues. After Moore, we have Kyle Pitts of the Falcons, tight end there. Tight ends usually take a few years to become fantasy relevant in the NFL, but Pitts is a rare breed. He's got sticky hands, had 0 drops on 66 targets in 2020, and 4.44 speed as a 6'6", 245-pound specimen. He's primed for success as the Falcons' starting tight end under Matt Ryan. Ryan is well known for utilizing his tight ends, and Pitts will be no exception. His 88 3/8 inches wingspan makes him an immediate red zone target, even though he's competing with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley for targets otherwise. After Pitts, we have Terrace Marshall, wide receiver for the Panthers. He's a touchdown machine. Could have easily been drafted in the first round if not for injury concerns. And he's actually been reunited with offensive coordinator Joe Brady, who helmed LSU's historic 2019 offense led by Joe Burrow, of which Marshall was an integral part of. He'll start in 3 wide sets immediately in Carolina. The caveat being that he's tied to the success of the wild card quarterback Sam Darnold, unless maybe the Panthers spring for Aaron Rodgers. We don't know yet. The upside is there, though, so don't be afraid to pick up Marshall in your redraft leagues. It should also be said that any of these guys are great picks for dynasty leagues of any kind. So after Terrace Marshall, we have Amari Rodgers, wide receiver for the Packers. Who knows if Aaron Rodgers will be his quarterback or not, but Rodgers has little competition playing behind Devonta Adams in that Packers receiving core. His value will be tied to the quarterback situation, but Amari should see considerable targets despite who's under the center for the Packers. After Rodgers, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown, receiver for the Lions. Does anybody else think of Thundercats whenever they hear his name? Anyway, Brown isn't necessarily a home run hitter, but he'll get plenty of volume as the likely starting slot receiver in a Jared Goff-led offense. He also has retreads Brashad Perriman and Tyrell Williams on the outside, so he could quickly become the go-to receiver in the Lions offense. Let it be known, though, he's going to be most useful in PPR formats, not so much in leagues that don't give a point or at least a half point per reception. After Amon-Ra St. Brown, we have Justin Fields, quarterback for the Bears. First round pick Fields may sit for the first couple of games behind Andy Dalton, but don't expect Big Red to hold off Fields for long. The Bears need to win now, and the dual threat out of Ohio State gives them the best chance to do that, in my opinion. We advocate taking quarterbacks late anyway here at Roster Watch, so taking the promising Fields in the later rounds of the drafts is not a reach. Then last but not least, we have a couple left. Devonta Smith, wide receiver for the Eagles. Smith is undersized, yes, but so was Deshaun Jackson when he started for the Eagles as a rookie. The uber-talented former Heisman winner Smith will be a PPR beast as the odds-on favorite target for young quarterback Jalen Hurts or Aaron Rodgers. The Eagles are in the market for him too. Hurts, who is still learning the game at a pro level, will need a safety blanket who can make his own plays a la Smith. And if it's Rodgers under center, that's even better for Smith. Either way, he's going to make an immediate impact in fantasy this season. And then, last but not least, we have Trey Lance, quarterback of the 49ers. Most NFL pundits believe Lance to be the smartest and most NFL-ready quarterback in the draft, and we'll find out if that's the case sooner than later, with Lance landing in San Francisco. Current starter Jimmy Garoppolo will likely find himself on another team by the time the season starts, leaving Lance to run plays for the 49ers. He's not the most accurate downfield thrower, but Lance can run. And if the success of the likes of Lamar Jackson is any indicator, the sky is the limit for Lance's fantasy potential. He's a little bit raw, but he controlled the protections at the line in college, and that's a display of his football intelligence, his high football intelligence. Anyway, these are my NFC rookies who I believe will make a fantasy impact in fantasy circles this year. Anyways, this has been the Trash Man on behalf of RosterWatch.com. Until next time, be ready.